Hello and welcome to week 2 of July's Mage Rage. Now, I'm dressing myself out with a white dragon head. And what one shall I choose? Let's go for a gold one this time. Spells. Lava. Healing. Slowness. Mining and levitation. It's all too fast for me. Okay, let's put in coordinates of base and let's check what we're collecting. Mossy cobblestone shouldn't be too hard. Smooth sandstone. Pumpkin. Must be some around here. Tinted glass. What is tinted glass? 10 weathered copper. Now that is a puzzler. Cobweb. I can get that from the new biomes. Bread, chiseled deep slate, and cooked cod. A combination of very easy ones and some that are a real puzzle to me. Never heard of tinted glass. I'm wondering whether it is somehow blackened glass at this early stage, but yes, it surely can't be because that's called black stained glass. And as for that copper, well, yeah, that's already causing a puzzle in my head because I know that if you make copper blocks, you can. Ooh, we've got zombie noises already. Hey. Drop down a hole. Be healed. And catch fire. Well, I'm sure between the three of them he isn't feeling too good now. Yes, copper. Make copper blocks and they do turn into weathered copper after a while. But I think it's a long while. And Ed wouldn't have set us to just sit and wait for a long while. But I've started by collecting some copper when I've seen this copper and I'm collecting it, and I'm really not thinking straight about that because, yeah, surely this can't be something where you make a huge amount. I mean, I would have to collect, is it 90 pieces of copper or ore and make the blocks and all that. Yeah, it's I've got the wrong impression about the whole thing, I think. I've got to find some other way of doing it. Ah, look, we heard the thunder a moment ago, and now we've got a clear sky out here. So, what can that be? Surely it must be dragon activity, and we did see a dragon flapping around in the distance over there just a moment ago. So I think we've got that blue dragon, the one that does the lightning. This is the blue one, isn't it? Okay, what goes on? There it is. I just saw it again. Way up there in the sky. Okay, so first things first. I want food. Let's get enough food to sustain me for a little journey. And I've not been doing wonderfully so far. I've managed to get a few little bits of beef. Now a few bits of pork. They're the highest saturation foods in the game. So, if that will last me, I've got, yeah, a little bit of those. 3 and 5, yeah. I'm expecting it to be a really, really quick run if that's going to do me. So, I've got a couple of tools. I've got my Silk Touch pick, of course, that you have these days. But I haven't made myself another pick, which is interesting. It means I've got to think about how I mine anything, because often you don't want the silk touched variety, so I'll have to make sure that I don't get that. I'll have to get it through mining spell, won't I, if I want something that's not the original state, the state in which you just find it out there. Okay, so what am I looking for? Oh, dragon. Perhaps it was a dragon. No. I'm looking around because I'm thinking there's probably some kind of a biome with vines, but I've spotted pumpkins. Hey, I've got something towards my collection. So many pumpkins. Look at them all gathered around this hillside. At least 2 of them. Okay, off we go. See, I've got the levitation and the slowness. That's my means of transport this week. And I've already shown off some of the weaponry that I've decided to choose. I can set fire to things. I can slow them down. I can levitate them. If I really want to, I can levitate them and lava them and send them flying off to destruction. I can use the healing spell against the undead. Mining even to drop them into holes. But yeah. Oh, look, there's many more. Pumpkins are not a problem. So I've got the first pumpkin. I've also got attacked by a skeleton. Hey, skeleton. I'm not doing very well about thinking of a spell to fight the mobs with. Okay, let's grab a bit of glass. A bit of glass. What am I trying? This is precursor glass. Grab a bit of sand and kill a squid, because I'm still thinking. Ooh, that was an interesting little jump. Hopefully, no one will follow me down here. Yes, I'm still thinking that maybe tinted glass is something to do with black glass, but I'm going to be sorely disappointed, and I will have wasted a little time, won't I? And also I'm wasting time because I'm cooking up copper, and that really isn't going to get me anywhere. Okay, so tinted glass is with amethyst shards. So the best place to get that is going to be, let's go to the magic realm and find one of those amethyst crystal mountains sort of things, whatever they're called, because there's a whole biome in there which has got tons of amethyst, so that shouldn't be a problem. As you can see from when I went through the collection, there's several things that lead you towards going to the magic realm. There's cobweb, and of course in the dead forest there are tons of cobwebs all over the place. So if I've just got myself some shears, then I will be able to gather that. You're very close to that lava. Ah, there's some iron. Right, we'll block off the lava and gather a bit of iron then. You can mine it. There we go. What about... well, you can levitate yourself up to it if you want as well. Okay. So, just a little bit of this, if I cook it up, and you should be able to... Okay. Come on. Get moving. Right. There we go. This is an interesting one. The 2 different types of raw and ore iron. And you can... Okay, stonecutter, because that's how I can make the smooth sandstone, I'm thinking. Is there anything else that I can make? Chiseled deep slate probably as well. I'm thinking that I can make these with a stone cutter, so I might as well make one straight away. A bucket of water, and perhaps go down deep to lava level. Do I want to do that straight away? I'm going underground anyway. Probably still thinking about the copper. I'm still thinking about copper. So I'm obviously going to be having a bit of a slow run this week because I'm barking up the wrong tree about a few things. But hopefully I can get my mind right a bit later on. So let's go directly downwards. Now, yes, I will need coal. Of course I will. And Yeah. This is... It's a little bit of wastefulness because I'm having to wait for the mining spell all the time because I haven't made myself a pick. I'm decided to just go with the Silk Touch pick as my only pick, and it kind of, you know, if I find a situation where I don't want to use that or can't use that, then I'm forced to wait and wait and wait until the mining spell refreshes. Cool, a lot of zombie noises around here. An entire zombie chorus. It's surely got to be a dungeon around here somewhere. Okay, how deep are you? Did I need gold for something? Not sure I did. Trying to look at my collection and think, yeah, why did I collect that gold? Inventory madness is going to be a thing, isn't it? So as you can see, I'm slightly irritating myself. Right, I've got very deep. I've got right down to bedrock, and I'm looking for the deep slate. And there you go. I've found some. Wow, the noise! So much zombiness. I wonder whether I should have turned the sound of them down a little bit. But maybe you can get an impression of just what it was like at the time. Oh. Confused? Okay, maybe my stone cutter isn't that useful. Work your way around. Get a bit more. There you go. We obviously didn't need that stuff, but can I make myself... I think there must be about 100 zombies there. There you go. You could do it with the stone cutter, but you must not do anything with that deep slate before you start. That's what it is. You just do it on the cobbled deep slate blocks. Okay. Yeah. Let's mine things the proper way. Okay, so I think we've got all we're likely to get from really deep underground. So, what are we doing down here? There's nothing else to do, so let's stand in some lava and come back to the surface. Right, you're up here. Is it time to go to the magic realm? No, I'm still looking around a bit. Maybe I'm looking for mossy cobble. In which case I should have looked in the village. There's probably some on the walls of the houses. But no, I'm looking around, wondering whether there's anything. No, let's go to the crystal realm. Let's change my mind completely. Here we go. Which part of it are we in? We're in the dead forest. Alright. Well, we can travel. We can travel. So, move around. I can see a little tiny bit of the, what's it called? Ancient metal works there. But then a huge mountain of amethyst. As night falls, time travels so quick in this realm. I'm being chased by witches on phantom back. Let's grab your amethysts. Grab your amethysts. Those witches are after me. They're flinging their potions. They're absolutely... and it's got me. Yes, I'm poisoned and slowed. And... look, just die. There we go. So I was killed by magic, but I got my amethyst. How is it you make that glass? Not like that. Hold on a minute. How do I make a shard out of amethyst? Confused. Tinted. There we go. Yes, it's shards. So how do you make it? How do you get those shards? No, it's not telling me. No. This is a theme of the week. Confusion and not knowing what the recipes of things are. I've probably got to go off and just look it up in the book. I think I probably have. I've broken out of game, had a quick look in the book, and realised that I really should have mined these amethysts with an ordinary pick. But in this case, it's the mining spell. Yes, there you see. That's how it works. You get a... There we go, and that's the 4 I need. So, I should be able to get my 3rd item made. And because of the inventory madness, I've got other things sitting in there. But that's 3 out of the 9 collected. And I suppose I've been going about half an hour now. It's very difficult to tell because of the time confusion, time craziness. Okay, back to the magic realm. And what are you after? Ooh, there's a bastion over there. Do you need a bastion? Whoa, that's amazing. It's like double bastionness. There's the metal grounds. Now, I'm definitely thinking that the metal grounds would be a place where I might find copper blocks. But I'll have to have a search, won't I? But first things first, I've realised that I can collect that cobweb that I need, but I haven't made myself shears yet. And I just need to cook up a couple of blocks, couple of ingots of iron, which I've already collected the raw iron for. Make those, and I should be able to go over there, and it should not be a problem to get one of these. Let's grab one. There we go. It was a bit more of a problem than I thought. Now, what about going underground? Now, I've heard that underground in the ancient metalworks, metal grounds, or whatever they're called. So I've got 4 items. Now, but I've heard that you get all kinds of interesting and probably metallic type things under the ground here. So, let's go looking for copper. But possibly not the best thing to do, just going in. I've just gone it underground and I'm mining rather than caving. Caving would open up into lots more things quicker, whereas I'm just breaking holes using the mining spell and it just feels slow. Right, clear out. The inventory is getting to me. It's too full. And ouch! Oh, that's what's in this kind of biome. You get magma blocks, and they hurt, but not too bad. I guess they are like the lava level version in here. They're not too far under the surface. You get magma. Is that what happens? Anyway. So this hasn't been wonderfully productive going underground here, so let's go back up to the surface and perhaps... Ooh, look at it. It's not a nice place at night over there. You've got the big jumping magma cubes, you've got ordinary mobs wandering around, especially creepers. So the other possibility is, can we find copper? Now what are these trees? These trees are not natural. Yeah, I had a vague hope that maybe something, if I find something dirty green looking over in this biome, it could even be the weathered copper already. But look, the green things that I'm finding are not copper. So, but you've got to experiment and try these things out. Just realised that I've been possibly running past lots of sand and sandstone and ignoring it. And yeah, that's another thing on my collection list. I'm very one track. I think, yeah, when I start playing, I think of one thing that I need next, and I go for that, and I kind of ignore other things if they're not that one thing. I'm a one thing after another kind of guy. It's probably worth trying to correct myself one day. But not today. Today, oh look, is that a gold down there? Huge load of gold. Yeah, this is a bastion, isn't it? Yes, look at that gilded whatever it is, black stone. So once we get to know these Magic Realms biomes, I think we're going to be in a much better situation for finding all kinds of materials. It's all too new to me at the moment, so I don't know. I'm just guessing what I'm going to find. So I'm having a travel around, seeing if there's anything that looks like I will find. The copper, the weathered copper. What's this? See, I keep looking for things, but that's it looks nothing like copper. I don't know why I'm breaking that. I'm just investigating. I'm tucking it all away in my mind palace for later. Oh, you wait and see. In a few weeks' time, it'll come in really useful, the things I found while I just travelled around. Okay, so there's the metalworks. That's what the metalworks looks like. I'm wondering whether there are any caves. Ooh, glow squid. Well, this is a cave, but it's a very flooded cave, and I'm not got any means of breathing underwater. I hadn't imagined that it would be a good week to choose the water spell and to go swimming under there, because who knows, underwater in the metal grounds, is that where you might find weathered copper? It's almost a possibility, isn't it? You can imagine that the copper sat underwater would kind of go rusty, and that would make it weathered. See, I do think about things. Actually, while I'm floating around here, I'm thinking, look at all the weird ores and rocks and things that are in the side of this biome. So even this one... Oh, hang on a minute. That was a mossy cobblestone. I'll have that. There we go. I've collected my 5th item towards the collection. And I'm floating away. So, bit by bit, I'm managing to get a few things done. I suppose I am 45 minutes in at this stage. But, yeah, there's more puzzles than successes at the moment. But I would say that I'm learning things for the future. Look, it's green, but that doesn't mean it's weathered copper. Now, there are some ordinary things that I could go and get. There is bread and cod and smooth sandstone, and yeah, so there's a few things from the overworld which I could get. So I've come back to the overworld and see more next time, because here's where I go into episode number 2. Bye.